Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Enter the Gungeon. My name is Matt, and with the Hunter we should hopefully continue to make some progress through as we have been doing in the last couple of episodes. So, I'm gonna be a bit upfront to begin with. I've just got a new mouse. I'm actually now using the Proteus Proteus Spectrum G502, which is quite a sweet mouse, I'm not gonna lie. And I've had my eyes on it for quite a while, and it's mostly because I gotta be careful with this. It's mostly because it's got all the buttons, all additional buttons in the place where I want them, and that's actually kind of like I know it's a really picky thing, but I guess that's just kind of my opinion. So if you actually look up the Proteus Spectrum, right, how is this guy shooting out bullets? Alright, well, oh no, there is my first damage of the day. Oh, if you actually look at all the macro, if you actually look at all the additional buttons on the Proteus Spectrum, yeah, it's called the Proteus Spectrum. I'm pretty sure I've got the name right. All the buttons are on the left, so like they either reach by the left, like your index finger, or they can be reached using your thumb, and that's like ideally. Or that's like where I can only be bothered to really like click anything extra, because it's like what I don't remember what I had before, but it has two additional buttons that can be reached on the left and two additional buttons that can be reached on the right, and I basically found that due to the way I hold my mouse, which is kind of a claw grip, and I use my index finger on the left mouse button and just the middle finger on the right mouse button. Basically, there's like not enough reach for me to be able to actually touch the additional macro buttons on the right side of my mouse. So that's okay. I want you to blow up. Thank you. Okay, let's deal with this guy quickly before he shoots another. There we go. There's some help to top myself a bit up, and but yeah, I mean, basically, it's got all the additional buttons on the left-hand side of my mouse, which I can just map to other interesting things. So, trying to have gotten bullet who laid down his arm. Will you? Oh, this is the one where you have to offer a gun up to, and then you get don't remember what the benefit was. I'm not sure how I managed to dodge roll through that. That's actually quite a nice stroke of luck, so to speak. So I would definitely revel from that in what it is, but for the time being, we'll definitely still have to plow through the rest of this dungeon just to, you know, get an idea, just to pretty much get somewhere. And as I've complained before, sometimes Enter the Gungeon runs can actually become quite long because of, you know, it feels like there's just a few too many rooms in that we have to clear before, you know, we actually like get to the boss or anything like that. But yeah, my computer mice are, you know, kind of interesting because it's like, I mean, sort of like the normal average user doesn't really care about them too much, but for me, it's like, I used to be like, how do I understand this? Basically, I was a bit interesting. I've been mildly interested in competitive gaming, and okay, oh wow, I've got no use for the ammo drop, and I haven't popped into the shop yet, so. We're gonna do this again. And we do this again. And nope. No, not yet. Well, we've opened the shop, so there should be a key in there. That's the mailbox. Mailbox is pretty good. I'll grab the key, and I'll grab the additional key. And since we don't have an extra gun, well, there's not much we can do except, you know, continue to keep clearing out rooms. But definitely, I would like to clear out the Oblate. I would definitely like to get down to the Oblate for another run that should hopefully sort of like boost up our that will just give our weapons a bit of a boost. So I'm observing that we don't have a water barrel on. Oh, there's the water barrel. Okay, that makes our life a bit easier. So we'll do just that. Roll it across, get around, stop it. Oh no, okay, easy now. No, okay, I'm an idiot. And stop and roll it up. And unlock. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's go clear out a few more rooms, and then maybe we'll unlock a couple of chests, and then we'll get dilly-dallying onto the boss. I'm actually kind of undecided whether I should Oh no, actually no. What was I thinking? No, I was asking myself in my head whether whether after you kill the boss, whether he actually gives you a gun or not. But that's one of the things I haven't actually looked up yet. When you okay, what's this? Amulet of the Pit Lord, no fall damage. No, okay, I can definitely deal with that. That's definitely a very welcome addition. Now that's the brown chest. That's not so welcome. So I will head to the blue chest. Looks like the oblate is just down there. And since I've got one extra key, I may as well just unlock the blue chest, get myself a... This is a Corsair, this is not a good weapon. I'm a bit disappointed now, well, what can I do? Well, I can at least not complain and head to the boss, and hopefully I completely forgot how to crossbow. I'm an idiot. Well, nevertheless, at least we've got something to deal with our boss with, and that should hopefully get things going. Oh, okay. I was a bit not used to the crossbow, so I was just like, okay, I'll probably have to adjust to this a bit, but I seem to be fine. So just let me refresh my memory on the Corsair. So it's like basically I shoot, and the boat just bounces around. Okay, it can't be too bad. I mean, we can be a little bit selective with Alright. I mean, it just kind of keeps the... Alright, easy now, buddy. Doesn't seem to do as much damage, so I will keep it to the crossbow. Crossbow seems to be a bit more reliable, and not having... And I think the problem with the problem with the Corsair is that seeing all the bullets bounce around actually makes it a bit more difficult for me to actually just sort of see what's going on. So definitely one of the things I should have done before was alright, not bad, not bad. We should be flourishing this pretty easily. And yeah, I don't seem to be doing too badly with the new mouse. So I definitely had to use that last button to make sure that, actually, got the flawless on it. So I did do, which is very satisfying. I'll grab that key, thank you, and I will grab that SAA. I wonder what it stands for, I wonder. Fires ricochet rounds. Accelerating reload time. Cultist briefly retains gun vinyl while chambering its rounds. That sounds interesting. So what do I want to do? Let's just double check back at the shop, see if there's anything. Yes, I'm still alive, jerk. Now there was a room where I could the altar. That's right. I'm just thinking, should I keep the Corsair or should I just give it just donate it? So, oh, okay, well, okay, it doesn't seem like I can donate the Corsair just yet, so I will use it as the weapon for clearing out mostly the oblate, and then, that should sort of just give us, well, I mean, it's just a way to, use up a gun that we don't really need, so I'll just take a sip of my tea while I wait for this to load. And unfortunately, it loads a little too fast and my tea is still too hot. No, I think it's amusing that, it's just like, it's a balloon, like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a real life kind of person. Okay. This is actually getting annoying now. And I'm a bit ashamed at my play, and I'm a bit ashamed that I already had to resort to a... Okay. This is, I can't concentrate with the Corsair because of having to charge up. It's actually quite distracting, which is actually not a great thing at all. So I will stick to using the crossbow, and I should try out this SAA first just to see how good it is. Okay, it's pretty good. Definitely a boss. Definitely a weapon that I could definitely use for a boss. I seem to like the word definitely, apparently. And it's got a very fast reload time, which is good for a boss. Okay. So we'll... Alright, so what I'll do is that I'll use the crossbow, because the crossbow tends to get useless from the 3rd floor onwards because it just doesn't pack enough punch, and quite honestly the Corsair is actually quite distracting in my opinion, so I will definitely minimize usage of the Corsair for the time being, because clearly I'm not using it properly if I'm squaring up this much. So let's refresh the crossbow. We'll head up to the shop and see what he's got in store for us, which is, what's this? A hegemony rifle, which is actually quite a neat weapon, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I will save up for this. But at least we passed the shop, so we don't need to worry about too much about anything else for oh Jesus. I wasn't actually not paying attention. Wow, that is a embarrassment. And you know, my round just became a lot more harder. How fun. Alright, easy now. Seems like they're trying to sort of like predict where I'm coming from, which is actually kind of annoying, so thankfully... Alright. Oh boy, easy now. Oh, some help, thank you, and more ammo. Really? What's the deal with the ammo? There's actually a little too much ammo for my liking. I'm just gonna grab this, so I've got a bit more survivability, because I did lose a lot of health on that that little room, because I was not paying attention to the floor, which is kind of embarrassing. But nevertheless, at least I know I won't be wasting a key on that chest, because unless I've got some extras, so we will at least unlock the other treasure room before we start unlocking anything. So for now, while I struggle with this godforsaken nature of a room, oh Jesus, okay, there we go. Apparently I can't aim. Alright, oh, big gigantic mushroom, big unfriendly gigantic mushroom that shoots too many bullets, more than I am actually comfortable dealing with. So, and yeah, because of my new mouse, I'm actually having trouble aiming, so which is kind of a bit annoying. And because it's one of the thing about computer mice, and I just remember that I completely derailed from actually what I wanted to talk about, which was basically the whole computer gaming and how it got me to care about computer mice and just all the additional details that come along with it. So basically when StarCraft 2 was out, I got a bit interested in playing competitively, and that got me to care about like seemingly like insignificant details about mouse sensitivity and all that. So that's, it was kind of an interesting experience, and I learned a whole lot because of it. And but basically there's just like the sensitivity of mice, which is definitely something that's okay. I meant to... What's this? Ghost bullets shoot true. Okay, that's certainly welcome. Oh, hello. No, I'm 1 hit away from death, so I do not want to risk my run on that just yet. So yeah, there's a thing. Okay, well, too soon. At least I know it's there, and I'll definitely grab this because more survivability is always welcome. So okay, we'll clear up a bit more, and then we should hopefully. Alright, there we go. I feel like if it's ghost bullets, then it won't be as effective, but that might be just a observation. So it takes 3 crossbow shots to kill that guy. No wonder I struggle. And no, okay, I got distracted for a bit. That was because I had an email alert from Mozilla Thunderbird, which is just, again, my spam email account, which I mean, it's interesting when you think about when you have like one email address, but well, that's like why I don't have just one email address, because if you have that one email address and you sign up to a whole bunch of subscription stuff, then you essentially do get a lot of spam, which is actually kind of annoying. So that's definitely one thing I am not a fan of. Okay, easy now. Shoot first, and then 2 crossbow shots. And that should deal with them fairly easily. Oh boy. Okay, easy now. How many crossbow shots does it take to kill a giant mushroom? 3, apparently. Alright. Yeah, get a bit closer so we can get some more accuracy. And thankfully, it only takes 2 crossbow shots to deal with those. And I will not be going through there, but thankfully, I've sort of just gone around, cleared out the other side, and then we should, see, let's grab the key. I won't be able to afford the hegemony rifle, so I will not worry about that too much. So what I would do, I will head up to the boss, use my SAA, and then I do appreciate the bouncy bullets. Quite nice, actually. They do make life a little easier. So that just seems to be water. Okay, not a big deal. So let's go back to the crossbow. Oh, it's the boss. Okay. SAA. Let's do it. I think it's only really the Blobulon that can actually the Blobulon that's actually the Now, I haven't quite been able to predict this just yet, but I think I'm getting the hang of it now. But so far I seem to be doing pretty well. I've still got 1. Oh boy, okay. That means I won't get my flawless, but now must actually. Oh. Oh boy. Alright, let's get back to the breach. And at least spend our Hydrotomy credits unlocking something, so we'll use the same person. We've got 6 Hydrotomy credits. What can we buy this time around? Let's buy something with this orc guy. M16. There we go. Works for me. And we'll head down. Sip of my tea. Alright. Kill your part, you've already damned your future, the rest is worn away. Goodness knows what it could mean or refer to. So, I won't lie, it's, I guess I was kind of just expecting not to do as well this time round, but actually, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's just... Oh! Okay, I don't think it's really so much my, my mouse, more that it's just getting used to the mouse, actually, which is, what's this? Well, it's a single lock to a brown chest, which really is... I mean, it's a brown chest, so it's not all that great, so I will not be worrying about that too much. So, for now, we will continue shooting at blobs with our starter weapon. Because why not? I mean, the fact remains is that I can... Oh, okay, easy now. You know what? Let's just keep shooting at them. I mean, I know I can just dodge roll... Dodge roll... Oh my god, dodge, roll over the smaller blobs to kill them, but it's just like, okay, wait, I have to now mentally think about positioning myself so that I can actually... Oh, what the hell is that thing? Alright, easy now. I'm a bit jealous of the dog. The dog doesn't take any damage from the bullets. And I mean, it's like, what kind of, you know, logistical something that... Or it's like, what kind of tricks does he have up his sleeve such that he could do such a thing? Such a nifty little dog. Maybe it's just the height of the bullets that doesn't allow it, but... Look, of course I'm just being a bit facetious in that, obviously, you know, they just allow the dog to pass through things. They just give it the ghost kind of, like, how to say it? Like, what was I gonna say? Sort of like a ghost attribute that, you know, just allows it to run through anything. So, I mean, but... yeah, okay, no. Please bugger off, you rubber bullets. Alright, Wall Company. The bandanas. I'm not gonna lie, no, are they bandanas? No, the, I don't remember what they're called, but they are cute. I think the thing with you, Mike, is that when you're as sensitive as I am, they just take like freaking ages to adjust to, and it's such a weird feeling. It's part of it is like you know, if I get a new mouse, then it's just like, even though I could set the same DPI, that's dots per pixel, something like that, dots per inch. I don't actually know what it stands for, which is kind of embarrassing, because given how much I actually care about DPI, mine is like I don't even know what my preferred DPI is. Well, you know, things I know that but don't know, but I don't even know what I was gonna end that sentence with, but gosh, but basically the idea is that most people understand as mouse sensitivity is sort of like you can sort of just put it in the, like quantize it. Is that the right word? Like put it as a number, and it's sort of like dots per inch or pixels per inch or something, and that's just basically like how like if I move my mouse, how much will the mouse cursor move on the computer? And so, I mean, I know it's kind of a very abstract. Well, it's not that abstract. It's more like it's more like just quantifying something that people normally don't care about. And then, but I suppose I mean some people would notice it. Like, okay, I've been to the shop, right? I have been to the shop, right? I haven't, so I shouldn't pick up that key just yet. Right, ugh. Things are confusing. Ward 2. Alright, there's the water barrel there, so I definitely want to head down to the oblate again. And, alright. Now, how did we... Okay, that's how I did it before. There we go, let's get it to the middle. I'll stand there and make it stop. And we'll roll it up and not shoot it. Alright, let's hit that switch and let's head down to a shop of some kind. Do hope the shop is not on the right, otherwise I will probably have to accidentally pick up the key. When did I take damage before? I don't actually quite remember. Alright, this gets shot first. Shoot this guy on the right. Alright, easy now. And this time I can actually dodge roll, because basically I could dodge roll over all of them in one go. So we've got some good stuff here. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go pick up our key. Wait, that was a push of gun friendship, wasn't it? Let's go grab that. There's a push of gun friendship. Yes, it is. I would definitely grab that, and then we'll go kill the boss. Get a nice gun, and then we'll head back to the shop, and then. Alright, this guy. Alright, so far so good. Make sure that I'm not taking fire damage. Make sure that I don't take any damage. Alright, that's just too annoying to mentally comprehend. So, and since I've got 3. Easy now, almost there. There we go, that's the flawless. And another one for the books. Alrighty. Well, not a fan of the RPG, but it's still something, and it's definitely not a Corsair, which I definitely struggled so much with before. So, without further ado, at least I'll just clear out the last couple of rooms, and oh Jesus, are you serious? Okay, well, alright, well, the least I can do is try not to fail like last time. Another key, why thank you. Alright. Oh my god, I'm I'm so annoyed at myself now because I took 2 damage on the freaking floor that shouldn't need to have been taken because I was careless. I mean, so me. Well, what could you do? Okay, let's open this one because I can, and this is the Eye of the Beholster. Sure is a beauty. Now, what do I want to do? I've got 11, so I definitely can't afford a key, definitely can't afford a heart. I do want to, however, go down to the oblate once again. So let's do that. And we'll definitely do better this time around. So, alright, let's do this. Sometimes I wonder why I should bother, but I mean, part of it is that the oblate is like not that much harder than basically it's sort of the difficulty is sort of like between floor 1 and floor 2. So part of it is like, well, okay, I probably should have. Oh Jesus, why did I do that? And that guy literally predicted my movement. That is amusing, exhilarating, frustrating. Insert random adjective here. But nevertheless, what I want to do is okay. Okay, so definitely I'm not quite used to the. Okay, I have the beholder. I can definitely get used to that. Definitely making my life a bit easier now. I think I will definitely do the lazy thing. And, at least... Eye of the Beholder is definitely something I would prefer to say for the boss. Because... Oh! Alright. Let's... I want to save the Eye of the Beholder for the boss, but since it's so much better at room clearing, I'm just like, well, you know, I mean, I don't exactly want to die because I just refuse to use a good gun, so let's just not do that. So I mean, the fact is, you know, I get to shoot through several monsters at once, and that's most of the work for me. So I think it's probably the safer thing to do. Alright, easy now. Let's stay behind the wall while we can. Alright. Not an awful lot of firepower, but it's the turrets that make it good, really. So I'm not gonna complain too much. I will let those eyes do the rest of the work while I just walk around like an idiot. They seem to expire after a while, which is obviously not ideal, but that's another gun muncher. Okay, well, I'm not complaining. But if I could find the boss room, that would be ideal. Alright. Okay. Why is this room so big? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can also give myself grief for the fact that I'm not using my potion of gun friendship. And I mean, the fact is that I can, you know, shoot more bullets. I mean, why shouldn't I? And, you know, ultimately make my life a bit easier. Alright, there's a shop on the right, so... Please tell me I'm done. No, I'm not done. There is something else up there, which is being a massive pain in the ass. Thank you for the help, little bunny. Now, let's head to the shop. And... that's a trash cannon, which I do not like, to be honest. Alright, I can buy armor, I can buy a key that opens the thing to the... wonder if there's anything else. Well, no? Okay. Armor up. Well, let's hope we get to the boss. And I'll try using my RPG, see if it does any difference, but I think it's got kind of a long reload time, which is not ideal, but seems to block bullets, which is... yeah, I would just say... I've got nothing to say. That was bad, and I've got no excuse for it. And I definitely should be playing better in future runs. But, I mean, for now, while I'm... it's one of those days, apparently. Well, as I recover from using my new mouse, my hand probably should not be hurting this much. Well, hopefully with a bit more practice, I'll get a bit better at this. So yeah, apologies for the not so great run. However, I'm just quite glad however, if I can get, say, 1+ out of this, is that I've got a video that's 30 minutes and it's not an awkward time length. Because the last time I did 2 rounds in a single video, that almost became a 40-50 minute video, which was admittedly quite long. I mean, I know my Gungeon match will eventually be that long, but we'll deal with it when we come with it. So, with that, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content and you feel like using your little fingers on your mouse, there is a like and subscribe button if you feel like exercising your mouse pointer fingers. That was terrible. But I will see you on the next video.